Welcome back. As we said, we are going to celebrate with the whole world the World Humanitarian Day. And to shed more light on the World Humanitarian Day, we are very much delighted to have with us via phone Dr. Maha Mahgoub, Human Development Expert and the International Labour Organization Counselor. Thank you very much for being with us, Dr. Maha.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. And exactly 20 years ago, when this attack happened on one of the UN headquarters in Baghdad, and more than 20 humanitarian workers died, in addition to the UN Special Representative of the UN General Secretary, Sergio Varela de Mello. Since then, we are celebrating. Exactly 5 years after the attack, we are celebrating. Before going into details, what the significance of celebrating the humanitarian or the aid workers, particularly those who sacrificed their lives for the sake of humanity?
Yes, good morning. As you mentioned that the United Nations and the whole world are celebrating with the World Humanitarian Day just to appreciate the workers' aid to the society and to human being. And it's very important to mention and highlight what about the importance of this event and the celebration, as the humanitarian aid workers assist people in needed due to conflict, natural diseases, outbreaks, breakdown of healthcare or infrastructure, and more. Each year, tens or thousands of international humanitarian aid workers are deployed worldwide. Humanitarian aid development all over the world. Mm-hmm. So each year, in the 19th of August, the United Nations and the whole world are celebrating together with the Humanitarian Day.
Yeah. The UN Assistance Mission the head of the UN Assistance Mission for Iraq, Janine Hennes-Plasshurt, said the wounds created by the 2003 attack run deep and may never fully heal. She pointed to the recent gains in Iraq's stability and attempts by the current government to improve social services, paying tribute to those who were behind this kind of stability, or how they really did their best to serve people there. How do you see her words, and how do you see this as a double scissor weapon? Maybe people are going to be frustrated, and others would take what happened as a motive for them to exert more efforts in fulfilling their noble mission. In your opinion, which is which?
Yes, actually, the real purpose of celebrating with the humanitarian day is just to survive and to support people with disasters and so on. So it's very important just to support those people, because many humanitarian workers were affected by seeing people die from war, wounds, or disease or something like that. So it's very important just to consider how the UN commitments in principles of their values and beliefs, such beliefs that they have some certain beliefs and values, that, such as humanity, which means that the human suffering must be addressed where it's found, with particular attention of the most vulnerable people. Naturality, which means that the humanitarian aid must not favor any side in an armed conflict or other dispute. Impartiality, which means that the humanitarian aid must be provided slowly on basis of needs without discriminations. And lastly, the independence, which means the autonomy of humanitarian objectives from political, economic, military or other objectives.
And also, it's a reminder how they are very important, the humanitarian aid workers, and the challenges they are facing all over the world, as you've kindly mentioned, in all sectors, in all fields, whether it's natural disaster, it's a health disaster, it's conflicts and struggles, you name it, if you agree with me on that.
Yes, of course, I agree with you. As humanitarian aid, it's very important in assisting people who need help and as well it can be material or logistics in nature. Through typically takes one of the short-term assistance until institutions can step to provide ongoing support. Aid organizations may work with those impacted by famine, war, natural
Conflict, struggles,
disasters.
drought, you name it. Dr. Maha, what I wanted really to shed more light on or to stress that celebrating the World Humanitarian Day is also celebrating the culture of volunteering, of
Yes.
taking into consideration that helping people, this does not mean that they should be of my sex, of my race, of my religion, of my language, just a human being. That's the core of the whole issue. How do you see this?
Yes, you are right. Absolutely, you are right. Because humanitarian have no other purpose than to save and protect lives and deliver the basic necessities of life.
Yeah.
So it stands shoulder in shoulder with the communities they serve and bring hope. Many people will need humanitarian assistance in a protection point of view. So many programs have been designed more for the benefits of for volunteers than for community. The support for serving can turn people off from volunteering, but there is a place for humanitarian aid when it's delivered with a compassion and the intention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just to think about it, how it can volunteer and the time of skills without taking jobs away from the local community or using needed resources.
And if you permit me to say or to remind our dear viewers with a saying that if you want to measure how this society is civilized, just see or watch yourself how this community or this society is dealing with people with determination and to what extent volunteering is a prevailing culture there. Is this true in your opinion? And how do you see the importance of raising awareness with the importance of such values?
Yes, of course. Raising awareness is very important for just to survive and just to encourage most of volunteers just to join and to be engaged in these missions. So raising awareness by some of United Nations organizations, as you know that United Nations, they have many organizations such as UNICEF, UNHCR, other WHO, and other organizations. So these humanitarian have no purpose to then save and protect lives and deliver the basic necessities for life. They stand together just to deliver a good missions and raising awareness among volunteers, just to encourage them to be worker aided in their missions all over the world, addressing the most needy people and the most vulnerable people.
Yes, amen to that. Very well said, Dr. Maha. We were very much delighted to have with us via phone Dr. Maha Mahgoub, our human development expert. Thank you very much and have a very good day. Well, good deeds, good words, serving humanity, those are the noble goals we were all celebrating on the 19th of August. It's not only about the humanitarian aid workers, it's about all of us. You are going to lead such a wonderful life, a happy life, if you give a hand to another, if you succeed to draw a smile on others' faces. By this, we come to the end of our breakfast show today. Tomorrow, inshallah, it's going to be another episode. Stay tuned on Nile TV International Hours for more updates. And for more details, please log on to www.nileinternational.net. Many thanks for watching. With all my love, this was Nermeen Abdurrahman.